Hey,
Joel Erickson.
Philip, you hurt your toe. How bad is it, and how much did it affect you down the stretch?
Um, Let me change Julian Black right there just because that'll drive me nuts.
Oh,
Sorry. Got it. There we go. Yeah, I'll be all right. I just got my big toe there. It just, yeah. I've never had a toe, anything with a toe, but it'll probably be sore. It'll be a sore week, but I anticipate being fine.
Stephen Holder.
Hey Phil, just when you're in a game like that, does it feel like a big game and with all the twists and turns? I mean, do you feel that, or are you just in the moment, or just what was that like? Just
Yeah,
looking back.
it felt like a big game when we came out for warm-ups. You know, it had just a little more energy to it. Our fans were great. Obviously, Green Bay, I mean, they haven't been able to go to one of their home games yet, so you knew that they were going to be fired up. They're fired up everywhere they play on the road. But I think it was a little more so the fact that they hadn't been able to see their team play yet. And I mean, it's just, Aaron Rodgers is over there. I mean, it's the Green Bay Packers. So the the best team record-wise in the NFC. So it did feel that way. A team you only get to play once every 4 years. So, obviously they got off to a big lead. Being up 14 at halftime was a tough deficit against that group. But our defense, man, did they tighten up and anchor down there in that second half and really shut them out until the last field goal there at the end of regulation, and then we really got going offensively.
Phil B.
Yeah, kind of asking the same question in a little different way. I know you appreciate being back, Philip, but you just want to shoot out with Aaron Rodgers. Doesn't that remind you of why you love to play this game and make you more grateful to be here?
No question. I think every opportunity you get, you're always thankful, and you try to always tell yourself take nothing for granted. And then I think when you're 38 and you get to be part of an NFL football team and be the quarterback and lead a team out there and play against an Aaron Rodgers-led Green Bay Packers on national TV at 4:25 on a Sunday afternoon, there's no question. So it is special. It's certainly meaningful. And man, to see something else, some of those throws he made out there today, shoot, I can't make some of those. I can make them with my mind and know where to throw them. I just can't quite throw a couple of those like he can. But we had our share of plays as well. The guys up front battled really. Jonathan, gosh, all the backs ran hard, but the way he ran was awesome. Obviously, we got to clean up some of those penalties. Those were crazy, just uncharacteristic of us. I mean, I think that's more than we've had all season here in one game in about a 7-minute span, it felt like. So we'll clean those up. Certainly should have finished that game in regulation with the ball in our hand, and we were headed that way. Jonathan had that run, after Naheem's fourth down conversion that I think we were going to be, 2nd and 3, and then it kind of started the whole fiasco there. But unbelievable special teams too. Special teams, we always talk about 3 phases. We won that phase big time, special teams. So that, that can't be discounted.
Olivia, with TV.
Thank you.
Phil, you explained how big of a game this felt when you're walking on the field. So how impressed were you with your rookies? You said Jonathan Taylor running the ball, Julian Blackmon forcing that fumble, and then Hot Rod winning the game ultimately for you guys, and Michael Pittman Jr. as well.
Yeah, Pitt was great offensively. All those other guys you mentioned, big time. It's a heck of a rookie class. That's really, I think we have a cool mix of veterans and kind of the middle of career guys and then young guys. It's a nice mix. And the thing with us, I think it starts with Frank and then it filters down. Is there just there was no panic at halftime. Guys were upset at halftime. Now I can tell you, the defense was upset. We were upset offensively that we had the 2 turnovers, and then we had a holding call in that other drive too when we were going down to make it 14-7. So, but it wasn't. It was like, let's go. What are we gonna do? We got to start the second half with a touchdown. We didn't, but we got 3. Defense goes 3 and out. We score. We get the 2-point conversion. All of a sudden, you look up and it's 28-25, and it's still a third quarter. So it's a resilient group. And again, this is one game. I have to say that every week. It's one game, and we'll start again. Titans obviously got a huge win on the road in Baltimore, and we're almost right back where we were, just flipped, where we're a game up, or right there, not a game up, but have the head-to-head and right back where we were 2 weeks ago. Just like we said, it's a week-to-week league.
Mike Chappell.
Look, they only count one. They're only going to give you one win for this. But after the way you guys almost found a way to not win it at the end. Does it tell you something about this team, the way you came back and won it in overtime?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you got to reset once they, because you feel you got to quickly reset because you feel like, oh, we let the game get away. But wait a minute, it's 31-all. It's 31-all, and we're kicking off, and we got an overtime period. So our defense did a heck of a job of that. They threw a little bubble screen, then went right back and threw another one, and we forced a turnover, and we ran it 3 times, and our field goal pro was great, and Rod drilled another field goal. He was solid all day. So it was a full team win, that's for sure.
Zach Kiefer.
Phil, you mentioned Rodgers. When he connects on that deep pass late in the fourth, is part of you thinking, crap, he's going to go down and win this, and we let this one slip away? I
mean, I still at that point, all the way through, you have faith in your defense. All the way through. If they, I kept thinking a ball is about to get tipped somewhere and get intercepted is what I kept thinking, even every time they snapped it, even though we got down to about the 17-yard line. But yes, offensively, from an offensive standpoint, you're going, gosh, we shouldn't be in this situation. We got to finish it. We can't put our defense in this mode. But yeah, so you certainly have those thoughts, but at the same time, you're fired up. I mean, you're believing that the defense is going to get a stop, and they did. And yes, did they go 80 yards and get a field goal? They did, but they didn't end the game, and they kept us alive. And then they went out there and got the takeaway.
We'll go a couple more. Jim Aiello.
Hey, Philip, we know you're a team guy, and you. But is it hard to come off the field and let Jacoby go out there and run a few plays?
Not at all. Not at all. And first, Jacoby's not just a short yardage, read zone quarterback. I mean, the guy I've come to really, develop a friendship and an appreciation for, from the way he worked and the way we've competed throughout camp, and then just seeing what he does every day, against our defense, given the looks. I think it helps our D a ton, and he's been a real asset. Some of the in-game reminders during the week, suggestions. So he gives us another element in that mode, in that 3rd and 2 mode of being able to go run and go get it. And so whatever's best, truly whatever's best. And we believe that we had a little package this week that was fitting, and he did a nice job executing.
Last one here, Akeem Glaspie.
Philip, you mentioned the importance of special teams. How much does getting the game-winning kick from your kicker help the confidence in the kicking game, especially after he missed one earlier in the game?
Yeah, well, shoot, Rod's been solid all year. I mean, the guy prepares. I mean, every kicker has their routine, has their thing, but the guy prepares and is in his routine. You see him all the time, all throughout the week, in walkthroughs and practice when he's over to the side. And he, obviously there's no kicker that wants to never miss one, but there's no guy that prepares and goes through and gives himself the best chance to execute every week. So there's nothing but confidence in him and that unit. The guys up front did a heck of a job protecting. I'm sure he'll tell you that here in a minute. And he drilled all of them. Obviously drilling that game winner. And, at the end of the day, they snap it and hold it and kick it. He's trying to kick it through those 2 posts just like he's done all his life. He's made big kicks at Georgia. He's making big kicks for us here. And he's off to a heck of a start of a long, great career.